Best T10 of your career, I'm guessing?
No. Not quite yet.
Can you, I don't know if you've seen it, both Bryson and DJ came out today in support of the PGA Tour. Were you surprised by this, and what do you make of that?
I think with everything that's transpired in the last few days, I don't think it's surprising. Like I've always reiterated that I feel like this is the best place to play golf if you're an elite professional golfer. Maybe I'm fortunate that I've been more privy to the inner workings of the tour, and I've been more involved, and got quite a good relationship with the leadership team on the PGA Tour. Jay, Andy Pazder, Ross Berlin, like all those sort of guys, and every time I walk out of a meeting or walk out of any sort of interaction with them, I'm always very confident that the tour is headed in the right direction. So I was really glad to see DJ and Bryson put out those statements this week. Like we all want to play against the best players in the world, and they're certainly two of the best players in the world, and it's nice to know that they're committed to playing here and committed to making this the best tour in the world.
What did you make of Phil's comments earlier in the week?
I don't want to kick someone while he's down, obviously, but I thought they were naive, selfish, egotistical, ignorant. A lot of words to describe that interaction he had with Shipnuck. It was just very surprising and disappointing, sad. And I'm sure he's sitting at home sort of rethinking his position and where he goes from here.
I was going to ask you too, I mean, there was a lot of action this week. There was a lot of momentum and noise this week. Why was that? Why was it this week, do you think, that so much happened? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I've no idea. Again, I know the way these guys have operated, and it's all been smoke and mirrors, and they've created rumors and spread rumors and tried to play one guy off another guy and said one thing to one manager and a different thing to another manager, and it's just sort of created this chaos and confusion around that group, and everyone's questioning everyone else's motives. So they've just sort of played everyone off one another, and I think it's nice now that we all, can sit down and say, look, we're all on the same page here. Yes, are there things that the tour could do better and are working on? Of course, but that's the same in any business, in any sports league around the world. They're all trying to get better, just as the PGA Tour are. So, but that is why the tournament in Saudi happened a couple of weeks ago. I thought it was awfully quiet. There was no announcements that were really made, and then I think once that happened, everyone was waiting for something, and nothing really came of it.
Well, I guess
I've asked you this before, but would this end it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, who's left? Who's left to go? I mean, there's no one. It's dead in the water, in my opinion. And yeah, I just can't see any reason why anyone would go.
I guess in some ways we're back to square one, right? Where best players are going to be playing on the PGA Tour. If you're a golf fan who's been enduring this over the past 2 years with all the rumors and speculation, what should their takeaway be from this?
I mean, I would say don't try to fix something that's not broken. I don't think that the tour and the system is broken. Are there things that could evolve and get better and maybe create better fan experiences for people watching at home or that come to tournaments, different formats, stuff like that? Yeah, of course, there's certainly room for all of that. But all I would say to the golf fans is the PGA Tour are working on that, and there is room for some other things at the top of the game that guys can get excited about, and that the fans can get excited about, and maybe switch it up from just the regular 72 holes week in, week out.
How concerned were you ever that this could just really blow up the model that seems to be working pretty well?
I mean, I don't think they put the right leadership team in from the start. Like, in all honesty, like, the epicenter of the professional world still revolves around Tiger. He is the epicenter, and if they don't have him, it doesn't really. And not even if they don't have him, like, who knows when he's going to play again? But if they don't have his blessing, even, it's got no chance. And then, you know, roll in John Rahm, the best player in the world, Colin Morikawa, number 2, me, who's been up there for a while, everyone else. I mean, it's, yeah.
When did you hear about DJ? Before you teed off?
Last night.
Thanks for telling us.
You're welcome.
What about Bryson?
You're supposed to put that on Twitter.
I didn't know that until right now, so that's good news.
And no shock at all for Bryson that he would do this.
No, because I think no one really knew where Bryson stood. He never really made a definitive answer one way or another. So it's nice that he's come out and been definitive and said what he said.
Let me ask you this, Rory, because one of the questions earlier in the week was there any part of you that was intrigued to see who would be the first to announce? Would it be even more shocking to you now if someone did? Or no?
Well, it would be, because who else you got to fill the field? I mean, Greg Norman would have to tee it up to fill the field. Like, I mean, seriously. I mean, who else is going to do it? I don't think they could get 48 guys.
Go ahead, Willie.
And I actually had a really good week, by the way. Quietly solid. You know, I shot 4 rounds under par. You know, I had a nice 67, 68 weekend. Yeah, you look so good, Tony. And yeah, I played nicely. It's my game's close. It's close. It's, you know, I certainly didn't do enough to shoot 21 under par this week and keep up with Wacko, but I'm happy with my week.
Take yourself out of it for a second, Rory. Did you ever think you could play 4 rounds under par at Riviera and finish 15 shots back or whatever you want?
No, I've always sort of thought Riv is a place where you shoot 4 68s and you're going to be in with a good chance. But yeah, this year, just with them not being able to water the rough and the rough not being up, and it just made the course a little bit more benign, and you could sort of miss it a little wider off the tees and get away with it, and that's why you're seeing. And I think as well, the greens are absolutely perfect. I've never seen the greens this good at Riv, and it looks like guys are just full. And I've never held as many putts here as I have this week. So, you know, guys seem to be holding a lot more putts just because they're not soft. There's not heel prints. There's none of that, and you know they're rolling true.
Thanks, Rory.
Thank you, Rory.